Virginia Tech Hokies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
It's the best entrance in college football, particularly at night. Virginia Tech, Sandman, here we go. Guys?
Holly, thank you. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. On the ground, it's Hawkins. Breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Bounced right back to them.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Quarterback making adjustments. on 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes a move. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Trying to make life miserable for this offense. This quarterback part of their running game. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. He's not a burner or anything, but he's got enough about him that he can run and hurt you at times.
Yeah, he's sneaking fast, isn't he? It seems like he's not moving too well, but he's definitely going faster than what he looks. And this defense, they're finding that out right now.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Fafita. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lets it fly. Working the middle. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. 1st half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
They'll run it. It's Craig. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. And the Wildcats moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Fafita. Into the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win...
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. wants to pass. Now improvising. He wants it all. Back's got it. Give him 6. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on 4th down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get this goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of a field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. They'll give it to him again. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Tripped up for the tackle.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Pulls it in. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And it looked like for a second, man, he was going to take that all the way. He was going to score, broke some tackles, made the play, down inside the 5. He finally gets wrapped up. Now this offense set up with a 1st and goal situation.
And the Hokies trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Overton. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Craig. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Arizona right back to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air, it's Fafita. And the missed connection on third down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Going downfield for the big play. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's fourth and short, fourth and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But fourth and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Looking downfield on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Craig. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Rushes on him. On the run, fires downfield. Makes the catch. It's Craig. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Looking downfield. Got him in the open. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Heath. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Missed fired. On the last play, they'll go back to the air. That's caught. It's Green.
Yeah, at this point on offense, it's all about finding completions and finding your rhythm. They get a few yards there with the slant.
It's 3rd and 5. Quarterback making checks. I send the tight end in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. He's got him. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Arizona. A pick-6.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. The throw. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it along the sideline. Running free. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you could string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him.
Number 17 sets the kick this morning.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Tight end now in motion. The give to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
On third down, he drops to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to find his man in the middle. Interception! You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Looking for more room. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Give to the running back. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Brown. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hokies!
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Stepping to the right. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Going for the big play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime.
Here we go. Ready? Red to the floor. Ready, go.
To the air on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. Oh, look at... Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. Scooped up by the kicking team. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Hokies.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with Iowa taking on the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Hawkeyes engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big Ten.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. The Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Fafita. Dances away to buy time. Just a short pass to the tight end. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Running free. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And I love the way they just came out in the second half. The passing game, it was a little touch and go in the first half, right? What did they do well? They ran the football. They come out in the second half, Palmer, more of the same. They didn't abandon it. They break the long run, and they cut into this lead.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? For them right now, the key is scoring points. You can't keep turning it over. They were turning it over, throwing the football, so let's run it. And after gashing him like that, if I was this offensive coordinator, I would just keep giving this guy the football, regardless of what the defense does, and see if he can break another long one.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Knocked down for the tackle.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Hokies can really attack on this second and short. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their second timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have one timeout remaining. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Find some fresh air. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Green. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And you're seeing on this drive, man, a big part of the reason why they've got the lead. Like, they've been so good on these 3rd downs. Another 3rd down conversion where they dial up the right play at the right time to move the sticks.
The Hokies have their offense in high gear. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He might want another play. Back to pass. He's got him in the flat. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Hokies in the hurry up. He's looking to throw. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The corners are walked up tight. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Here comes the heat.
Quarterback gets sacked at his own 2-yard line. Give the defense a ton of credit. They were going for the safety, and they almost got it. Great effort up front by the D.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Jordan. And he'll be brought down. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unloads it left. Found the spot in the defense. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Arizona in a hurry.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Wants to throw again. Still looking on the move. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Breaks the tackle. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Richardson. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Timeout called by Virginia Tech. That's their third and final one. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Arizona comes out with another first down. He goes right back to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. There he goes. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running inside, it's Craig. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Arizona right back to the line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Wildcats. The Wildcats are right back on top. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Dropping back, it's Fafita. There's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
This defense has them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Working that left side. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Now facing a third and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man downfield. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And now you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. A first down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. That timeout taken by the Wildcats is their final one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. On the move, it's Hawkins. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be fourth down.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! They walk it off! A field goal to win it! So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.